Welcome back to another edition of Fragrance Corner, where your host sits in a corner and talks about fragrance. Now, let's get the elephant out of the room. Nope, I believe that's not the saying. It's let's discuss the elephant in the room. I think that's it. The upgrades. So I did these upgrades, painted the walls, added some shelving, more lights to just jazz it up a little bit. Also, I wanted to be able to see the atomizer spraying. I wanted to see that fragrance just spray through the air. Now, do I know if it's gonna work? I have no idea. So I could have wasted all this money for nothing, but that's okay. I think it looks better. Who cares? Like and comment down below if you like the upgrades. I think they're pretty good. Moving on. What fragrance are we talking about today? I mean, you already know from the thumbnail, but it is none other than Creed Aventus. Some would say it's the king of fragrances. Maybe. That's what this is about, right? We're determined to find out and see if this is indeed the king of fragrances. Well, first we got to cover the notes. Let's go over them. All right, we have top notes of bergamot, black currant, apple, lemon, and pink pepper. What an opening. It's a beautiful opening. Middle notes, pineapple, patchouli, and Moroccan jasmine. It's a wonderful mid. Base notes, we have birch, musk, oak moss, ambroxan, and cedarwood. This is probably hands down, in my opinion, the best men's fragrance of all time. Yes, I say that, and I don't say it lightly. When can you wear this? You can wear this anytime you want. It is universal. It is the utility fragrance for my sports fans out there, specifically baseball. How to wear this? Well, now you're gonna have to just douse yourself in it because it doesn't last very long. We've got a story to go over. The story starts out in 2021, 2022-ish. I dive into the deep end when it comes to fragrances. I've always worn fragrances, but I became a full-blown addict in 2021, 2022. I jumped headfirst straight into it, and I needed to have the ultimate men's fragrance. So, tunneling my way through the rabbit hole, I found none other than Creed Aventus. So, there was a trip in 2021-ish, 2022, I can't really remember, but it was around that time that I took to New York. And when in New York, one always must go to the Creed boutique. Whew. Y'all, I bought a full retail bottle of Creed Aventus from the Creed boutique at $500 plus. I know. If you would have tried to have sold me on some oceanfront property in Kansas, your boy would have bought it, especially if you said it had Creed Aventus. In 2021, 2022, I found that fragrance, and it was not King. I mean, Kings last longer than 2 hours, don't they? It wasn't even lasting that long, really. It was a spray, and an hour, you get some good wafts, good whiffs of it, and then after that, it's a skin scent. You gotta be real intimate to smell it, practically in your arm. Which that arm is covered in Creed Aventus, and that smelled really good. So, I don't know why I'm telling you this story, other than the fact that we're here to judge and see if Creed Aventus is still king compared to its lineage, compared to, I don't know what to compare. I mean, is it king or is it not? I think at one time it was, and I think that it has fallen far from grace. Now, the batches that I have a 2019 version. It's really solid as far as longevity goes, 6 to 7 hours. Same note breakdown, and this lasts a while, a long time. And I bought it for the same price. I bought this half a bottle for the same price I bought that full bottle for. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this back up here. Looks good up there, don't it? Top shelf stuff. But here I have a F958 batch, which are the newer batch codes, and that's what we're really testing to see if the king is indeed back. And let's just answer that question. The king has been replaced by an imposter. It smells and looks exactly like Creed Aventus, old ones, but the longevity is not there. It's really not. Atomizer's still there. Works great. Here we go. Oh, we get to test it, guys. Let's see if it works. Oh my goodness. Guys, the upgrade was worth it. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I spent way too much money on all this, but I think it looks good. And we have got a background for the atomizers, boys and girls. Maybe I'll do some of those. I don't know. Anyway. So is the king back? No, the king is not back. Not until we're getting 8-9 hours out of this beautiful fragrance. So where to buy this? Buy it at discounters. Costco comes to mind. If you don't have a Costco card, I think they're like $60-ish. And for the price that you're actually getting Aventus, you're kind of paying yourself back for it, because retail bottles like 500 plus. The bottles at Costco are 200. So do the math, you've saved some money. I believe Joma Shop has it for, I think testers are like 200 to 250, and retail bottles are just a little bit more than that. So that's a solid price for what you're getting. As far as the retail price, no, don't do it. So we've answered the question, is it king? No, it's not back. It's not. It was king. It's fallen. We are looking for a replacement king. Either the king needs to return, or we need to find a replacement, which I have yet to do. Talk about a journey. I mean, once you get started, you're just always looking for the next fragrance. That's in my case, that is, you know, there's always another one. So about an out of 10 score. Whew. I mean, this would be a 10 if we had some projection, longevity, and some sillage. But since it's lackluster in all those departments, we're gonna go 8.9. It can't get a 9, it can't. It's impossible. Without solid longevity, you can't. I'm basing my 9, or my 8.9, off of the influence that this has caused. Clones, if you know, you know. I'm gonna do a clone video. I've got quite a few. It's inspired many clones, and it's been the talk of fragrance community since it was born. Maybe that's not the right word. Since it was created. So, yeah, I'm okay with an 8.9. My best rated fragrance so far, and I think it's a solid fragrance, especially if you can get it at discounters. Now, as always, if you like the content, please subscribe and drop a like below. And oh, one other thing. One of my viewers asked last week if I could do a blind testing, and yes, I'm going to. And it's going to be on another controversial fragrance. I don't know if the fragrance is controversial or if the creator is controversial, if you know what I mean. He's quite the character. He seems like an awesome guy though. But It is none other than Office for Men. That is the next fragrance coming up. It has taken everything I can not to rip this bottle open and spray it all over me, like I normally do all the other fragrances. So look forward to that. Check back in next couple days and it should be out. Hope y'all have a good day. Peace.